Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie with Bray Paper Crafts. I want to welcome everybody back and welcome my new subscribers. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a double scrapbook layout I put together from the What a Catch file from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs, using some Cartabella paper and some paper from my stash, excuse me. Long day, tongue-tied. Anyway, my great niece went fishing for the first time and have some awesome pictures of her. And as I was looking at this, getting everything ready today, I thought, brings back a lot of memories when I looked at the tackle box when we went fishing as a child, and my father brought the toolbox instead of the tackle box. Was not a good experience. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. I've got the borders and stuff on this one laid out. I don't have the pieces down, but I'll show you how I did this. At the end of the video, I'm going to try to share a photo of my computer screen of how I bring everything into Design Space and put everything together on the mat. It'll show you what Design Space looks like when I'm ready to cut my pieces, because basically I bring all my pieces in. I will even put in just like black or white photo mats the size I plan on using. I lay everything out. I piece all my stuff together. I'll group like this and the title and these cattails and stuff, and then I will hide those pieces and I'll just cut the fisherman, for example, first, paper piece it or put it in my little baggie and paper piece it later. So in fact, before I do that, I'll kind of show you. These are some pieces I'm working on for a new layout. I'm just going to put this aside for a moment so you don't have to look at both and get everything all mixed up. But I bring these pieces in, I paper piece them first, and then I put them on. Let's say this is a 12-inch mat, okay, so I put in a 12-inch square, and then I start rearranging these how I want my pieces. By the way, this is from Cuddly Cute Designs, this piece. But then I'll put my photo mats in where I want them, and then my other page will have my other pieces. So I group everything together and as if I'm piecing it on the computer, and then bring that mat in and I put the borders and everything in approximate size so I know where everything is going to go and what it's going to look like basically. So I'm going to get the title and the toolbox. Yes, see, now I got it. The tackle box are popped up on foam tape, the rest is not. But I'm going to get these aside. These are, I think these pieces are from to the pumpkin patch. Maybe it's the grass, or yeah, I think that's what I used. And then I just enlarged them. I did 4 of them to go on my piece here. Just making sure I'm still in frame that you guys can see everything. And then I just ran them through my Big Shot. And this one I didn't do so great, so I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to get my pieces out of the way. So what I did to save some of this blue paper, because this is just from the Paper Studio, I think it was. And this is just a piece I had in my stash, which I'm going to use for the water. I just cut that. This was a 12 by 12, and I just cut it in half. And I struggle with what I want to do with borders. This scrapbook page took me forever to figure out, okay, how am I going to... I got the basic layout, but it was the top and bottom pieces. What am I going to do? So, and this is just a background piece. It's 12 by 12. I often will add to a base piece. I know a lot of people use craft. I'm using covering everything up, so I just use paper that I don't quote unquote care for and that I've had forever and probably will never use, and I just start layering on top of that. So this actually is, I consider it sideways. This is going to be the top. It's just easier for me to work that way. Sorry, I need to do this, and here's my bone folder. It took me a while to figure out my whole setup of, got a new tripod, and I'm hoping it will work better to do layouts, so I can hopefully do more videos. It just wasn't working the way I had it, and that's why I hadn't been doing so many videos. I do apologize. I've just been fighting with that, so I want to make sure I even put arrows so I knew what was up and down. I knew I did on the other one. Thought I did on this one. I have to mark everything because I'll be honest, this has been laying around for quite some time. Maybe a month or more. I just, like I said, got tired of fighting with my tripod and trying to get it to work. Just work in limited space, so do the best I can with what I have. And that's also, I was going to bring that up, why I don't do a lot of other projects and stuff anymore, and things I would love to do and get into is, majority of it is room. I don't have the room available anymore, and there are some other personal things going on that I just stick to what I have anymore. I'm not buying anything new other than paper. I always find paper I have to have, but to get involved in a new craft or anything, I just not feasible anymore. I just butted this up to this piece. This top border is about 2¼ inches high. So, and then this piece is 3 inches high, and it's just going to get butted up to the top, or the bottom of this one, excuse me. So, I'll move that up a little bit so I can work. And if you notice, I have to do everything, scrunch everything and make sure everything is burnished well with the bone folder. We have very high humidity yet, and I just want to make sure everything is sticking. And while I'm doing this, and you guys have to watch me glue, I want to welcome back Kim Ferguson to YouTube. For those of you who don't know and used to follow Kim, she is back and starting videos again on YouTube, and I'm very happy and excited to have her back. So please be sure to give her some YouTube love. Go and check her channel out, especially if you're a scrapbooker. She has some wonderful scrapbook pages too that fun to share. So these pieces are cut roughly 9 3/4 long, and then they're about, at the widest, about 2 5/8, 2½ inches wide. I'm going to set this one up a moment because I want to put this one on first, and what I need to do is make sure I cover end to end here. So I'm just kind of figuring out, and then I get the bottom, and then I come back and cut it with the paper trimmer. So excuse my reach, just kind of gonna lay that there. Oh goodness, that's part of the reason I'm not doing anything new, is I'm having some major hand issues. So just, okay, I think I did it. We're gonna go this way. So I put some glue along the bottom, and I'm just gonna put some glue along the top here. I'll come back and add more glue where I need. And yeah, I had this. I was going to say laid out about where I wanted it. And then I will put this piece on. I think I had it, so yeah, I'm just going to kind of piece it on there. So go about to this part here. I'm a fanatic. I gotta measure everything, it seems like, so. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back and kind of eyeball, yeah, this piece here. This tail needs to be glued down better. Thought so, but trying to work upside down is not always easy. Okay. Then first of all, I cut the ends off with the scissors, just straight as I can possibly manage. This one I have to go backwards, sorry. And I'm getting a terrible glare from my light. This afternoon I was working, and from my window I can see my car, and it was cloudy, but it was still kind of, there was still some sun stuff, and I looked at the windshield of my car, and talk about an optical illusion. It was as if my windshield, somebody had taken a baseball or a big rock or something and thrown it through the windshield. It looked like it was cracked. It was just crazy. And then as the clouds moved and stuff, you could see it, and it was just, it was wild to watch. If you've never seen anything like that, it was really interesting. Okay, so I'm a hair off here. I'm going to use the scissors to cut that. I will never get that straight with the paper trimmer. I always tell myself I'm going to get a hold of Fiskars and get a new piece because I'm missing the wire. It broke a long time ago, but I just deal with it. It's possible the brown is not completely straight, but to make this easier to deal with, and I may or may not remember to come back and ink the bottom of my edges. Excuse me, on the green. I'll see how things go. I tend to forget a lot of things anymore, so not too worried. Okay, got my pieces, and I'm going to kind of try to cover up this piece down here because my title's going down there, so it really does cover most of that up. And I'm just going to try to place these. Should put this on and get this straight because that will go before my cattails because they kind of go over the top a little bit. But I'd go from here and use this side as a guide. This is actually, I think it was like a 7 or 7.5 inch piece to start. The photo mat, I can measure in a moment. I just did 4 or 6 layers just because, I don't know, I like to sometimes to have extra matting and stuff. I had to put an arrow so I get the paper going the right direction also, as you can see. And I want this up a little bit higher because of the cattails. So I think this paper was from the Great Outdoors. I don't remember exactly. I know, like I said, it was a Cartabella thing. I have the 12 by 12 and the 6 inch. So I was going to do some cards and stuff too with it. So, okay, now I'm going to put on my cattails, and I want to figure out approximately 1/2 inch or so I'll leave off, and I'm putting these down with art glitter glue because they're a little bit smaller, so it's easier to work with. If I can get it going. I've been doing some extra paper piecing and things. I have reopened my Etsy store, so I'm trying to get some stuff in there, and I'm going to do some scrapbook layouts and just a lot of things going on. It just been kind of, I don't know, just having a struggle getting things going lately. Just a lot of things going on personal that, you know, life just gets in the way some days. But happy to have a new setup for videos, because I was ready to quit. Just was fed up with it. But and she'll love my scientific way of putting my paper pieces down. Okay, then I'm going to put the title on. I was quite happy with this layout. I got the idea, it was Pinterest, or it might have been on YouTube. I watch too much YouTube, to be honest. But I've seen lately some wonderful scrapbooks, pages, and layouts, and I just decided I need to get back in the groove here and get some pages done, because I got a lot of pictures. I just don't have pages. So let me get my lid on. My pin. One of these days I'm sure I'll be walking on pins from the art glitter glue, but oh well. Anyway, I've seen some wonderful scrapbook layouts, and I just really have been in the mood to scrapbook again, and I go in spurts as to what I want to do. Don't get me wrong, I just, it keeps me creative. That's all I can tell you. So I don't have to do the same thing. I'm not good at doing multiples of anything. I get bored with that very easy. I did some multiples of some beach houses or bird houses, I don't know what you want to call it, for my sister, and also did some multiples of some nugget boxes for Halloween. Had enough of that. No more. Too much multiple stuff. Now I'm going to come back with the art glitter glue in a moment here and glue down the pole, the fishing pole. I did not forget. Okay, I'm not going to do the bottom because it's glued to his hat, so in between there I'm not going to worry about it. Do this. I'm going to attempt to do this as best I can without making a big mess. I hope everyone is safe and healthy. I've just been reading more and more about this virus, and apparently we have more than I was aware of right in my local area. So it's yeah, it's not good. Whoops. Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to put this title on. Just putting glue on the piece here. I'm sorry. I wonder, what in the world is she doing? Not exactly sure where I want this, so I'm going to add a little bit of an angle. The strings of his hat, I'm not gluing down. That would not be good either. forgot to shut my curtain. It's getting, well, it is dark, and the neighbors are wondering, what in the world am I doing? Get some of this stuff out of the way. I'm going to move this off to the right a little bit so I can work on my other piece. You'll still be able to see. I'll just keep them together here. Like I said, this one I have the border and everything down. It's just a matter of putting the photos mats down. And I was going to measure that quick here. I'll try it with this one. Let's see. It is about, I'm trying to do this backwards. I'm not good at this measuring very well here. Let's see. It is 7 by, the biggest size, 7 by 5, and then the inside, I'll just go from the yellow, it's about 4.5 by 6.5, so that's approximate. I'm going to get this glued down. When I brought this into Design Space, this little bottom green piece did not come in properly. It came in as just a line, as if you were writing something. So if that ever happens, if you're a Cricut Design Space user, you can bring in a DXF file extension and it will have it. It'll be black. You'll have to change the color, but you'll have it. All is not lost. So just wanted to share that with you. I want this down just a little bit, just into the grass the slightest bit. That will get stuck down with the tackle box. See, I was going to say toolbox again. Good grief. Until my dad's been on my mind a lot lately. I should have used art glitter glue. It's harder to get around there, but that will work. And I'm just going to bring this down here and attempt to get it somewhat straight. And I'm sorry if I'm getting in the picture there. Okay, this one goes this way. Just gonna bring in my ruler. I kind of had this where I knew where I wanted it. I'm gonna go with this one first. Okay, and then this one, I believe, yeah, it's just going to go with this, the width of the ruler between the two. And again, I have an arrow on the back of my photo mat to tell me which direction is up. And here, if you wanted, you could leave the top open and put some tags in there. That would be really nice if you wanted. Just I'm gonna leave mine shut. I have some page flaps, the little photo flaps from Close to My Heart. I believe I got them from Kim. I get so confused on companies. I am so sorry. But I can use those because I think I have more. But I have another fishing layout I am planning on doing because I have quite a few pictures. Then the kids, the rest of the family went and I have pictures of them too. So a different day I want to do. So don't very often see my oldest great niece smile. So I take advantage when she does in a photo. And like to scrapbook those. So okay. This is my 2-page layout. I will take my mat away here as soon as I get the lids on my glue, or the lid on my glues, however it is proper to say, and remove this mat so you can kind of see them better together. And again, I will show photos. Now, one thing I'll mention, these two don't come together down here at the bottom, and I could have done it so they did, and I didn't even think about it. Since it's my layout, I'm not going to worry about it because I use a 3-ring binder, and I'm just trying to get these so they lay straight together. So pages don't come together exactly like they would. It's closer if it's a post bound, so I'm good with that. Rest of it's pretty much straight, so just making sure you can kind of see both in there. And that is my layout. I will try to remember to leave the screenshot I did of the Cricut design space and what it looks like as I'm putting it together to give you a comparison and stuff. So thank you all for watching me. If you liked the video, please do leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment. Otherwise, if you like the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.